It's the NFL on EA Sports, and there you get a look at Paul Brown Stadium on the banks of the Ohio River in Cincinnati. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Baltimore Ravens and the Cincinnati Bengals. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. On the ground, this is Joe Mixon. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
26 Mike. Let's go, defense. Let's go.
Mixon with it. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Switch gears.
From the gun, give to Mixon. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
Joseph on the tackle.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
On 3rd down, Burrow. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Marlon Humphrey on the cover.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
This is brought in at the 21. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Ravens, they'll take over.
At their own 30-yard line.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10, right at the 30. Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. And finally, he is out of bounds, but not before taking it down near the 15. A big run there by Jones. Give him 55 yards on the ground. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. A collegiate star here in the Buckeye State, it's J.K. Dobbins. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage.
Down by Von Bell.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
2nd and 10. At the Bengals' 15-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. This is Jones. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
That was another good run, and he's having an excellent day. And right now, I don't think his team can have any more confidence in handing him the football.
This is Edwards. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Gus Edwards, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Ravens have taken the early lead. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win 1st down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on 1st down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating 1st downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. Mixon on the toss right. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
From the gun on 3rd down is Burrow. And that will be incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
Here's Sam Cook now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Nice work on the return as he gets about 15 yards back. And the Ravens set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already. Now a 1st down carry by Jones. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a 1st. Well, they're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Jackson from the shotgun. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Jackson now. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the gun, Jackson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell. And the return will stop right around the 25.
Jackson's pass intercepted. The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain, so you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
Ryan Kerrigan in on the stop. Tackled back at the 26-yard.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Great way to convert on third down there. 21 yards the play.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
First down, here's Burrow. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Let's get off the field, D. 26 Mike, 26 Mike. 60 Bison.
Out of the gun, it's Burrow. He'll air this one out for Boyd. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
As we've seen, their first 2 drives didn't yield anything points-wise. Certainly feels like they think to themselves, it's time to open this thing up, taking the big shot downfield.
Now the Bengals on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Check Mike 33, check Mike 33.
And Burrow going to throw again. He's got his man, Boyd. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 41-yard line. Burrow to Boyd there for the Cincy first.
10 at the 41-yard line.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. To the air again, Burrow. And he's going to have the hook up to Ross. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
First and
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
26 Mike, 26 Mike. Watch the run, watch the run. Set up. 26 Mike, 26 Mike. Coming, baby, I'm coming, baby.
Mixon with a first down carry. Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down.
Tackled at the 20.
Ryan Kerrigan in on the tackle.
Gain of a yard.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
We got 4. We got 4.
And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Now the Bengals on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is third down and 12. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up fourth down.
That's a good job there creating the contact incompletion. And now since it's fourth down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3.
No good.
So kind of a tough break there. No real hooker slice to that one, but he's denied by the upright.
And he basically hits it just straight as an arrow. But yeah, since he's on the hash mark to begin with, straight as an arrow isn't good enough.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
Brings up second and 12 at the 32-yard line.
On second and 12, Jackson. Going for Boykin, but it is intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
That was nice work there defensively to force the incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Got an open man, that's C.J. Uzomah. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
And 11.
They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. Throwing again, it's Burrow. Got a man open, it's Ross. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. John Ross, his second touchdown on the season. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying up this football game. The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag. At each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Good footwork at the 30. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. Remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. He's going deep for Brown. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
After the penalty, it's Jones. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Now a carry here for the fullback. And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Gus Edwards with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Ravens have taken the lead. Well, if at first you don't succeed, try again. They go to the big man. Second time he gets it done.
Almost as if they were feeling like he was establishing a rhythm. Give it to him again and again, and how about the end result? Finishes it off in the end zone.
Touchdown, great run, and the score.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And looking at this situation, Charles, you got more than a minute. You've got all 3 timeouts. Probably no need to play this safe.
So what you're saying is that we're doing a little bit of a mind meld here, aren't we? Because I'm thinking along the same lines as you. This amount of time, don't be compelled to play it too safe. This is a chance to get points on the board. Press it a little bit.
Especially since a touchdown here gets you the lead. The loss of 3 on that first down pass play. Now 2nd and 13. Be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. On 2nd down, here's Burrow. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now it's Burrow. Going deep downfield for Ross. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's fourth down.
Found good room to run there. Returns at 14 yards. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. They'll throw on first down with Jackson. And going deep down. And this is caught inside the 5. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Miles Boykin, as the first half is winding down. And the Ravens will add on to their lead.
His kick is good.
And he puts it through.
Makes the score Ravens 20, Bengals 7.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'm going to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Final play of the half for Burrow and company. Going deep downfield for Ross. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. This will make it into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure.
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown.
Touchdown.
Ronald Jones, 81 yards. And the Ravens will extend their lead. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
Now Tucker to add the PAT.
Extra point.
And that one pushes the lead up to an even 20.
Makes the score Ravens 27, Bengals 7.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. Once again, they run with Mixon. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Burrow looking to pass. Open man is Ross, complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. They only needed 1 yard on 3rd down. They get 10 instead by going to the air.
The 44-yard line.
On 1st down, Mixon. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. The corner, Perry Nickerson, had the tackle.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want. But on the defensive side of the ball, you scramble a little bit. Now you're behind trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
Pushing his way inside the 40. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 16 yards, a 1st down.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. That led to a really nice game.
And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
But coming into this one, we expected that this offense would have trouble with this defense, and that's exactly the way that this game has gone. Pressure in his face. Coverage downfield has been tight. That led to another incompletion. This defense, they're exactly who we thought they were coming into this one.
Burrow's throw going to be caught by Boyd. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 13-yard line. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
Well, we can talk about it like it's just a basic route, but how about the timing on this one? Lined up on the right, runs a deep in route, and how about the throw? Right on the money. Bam, puts it right in there and on his hands. Nice completion, really good pickup.
And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13.
Jamal Adams.
And defensive back Jamal Adams in on the stop.
Brings up
Offense has been praised on offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right. It might go to them in this game.
I like that. MVU. Well done.
On 2nd down, Burrow. Now Burrow loses the football. But I think a Bengal player was able to get in there. He was. And they'll keep possession of the football. The good news, they kept the ball. Bad news, it's 3rd and long. Burrow will throw. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off at the 11. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown.
Justin Tucker lining up for
this D wanted to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going. And following the pick six, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
And here's a throw taken in by Boyd. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. Now Burrow on first down. And his throw here's incomplete. Tyler Boyd, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
So 2nd and 10, third quarter. Thanks for tagging along with us here from the Queen City of Cincinnati. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Here's a quick throw out left. It's complete. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. First target, first catch, and a first down. That time the conversion comes courtesy of the RPO.
And know what it did? It moved the sticks. Nice pickup on 3rd down. Even better decision.
They'll run on first down. Mixon. And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
At the Ravens' 37-yard line.
Is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Four yards remain for second down. They'll stay on the ground. Mixon again. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A first down there on a pickup for 25.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
But if you're going to have a relay race, you're probably going to pick your backs and receivers to run it, but don't underestimate the conditioning of the offensive line. They're out there just dictating things, staying on the field, and keeping a long drive going.
2nd and 6 with the ball on the 7.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
And that'll be caught. Touchdown Bengals. It's Tyler Boyd. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals are able to draw a bit closer. And the lead is down to 20.
Good. Makes the score Ravens 34, Bengals 14.
So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. And he'll begin the drive with a give to Jones. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
1st down and much more here for Jones. And finally marked down at the 23. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep it.
Open man, Boykin, he's got him. Touchdown, Baltimore.
To Miles Boykin.
Miles Boykin. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. As the Ravens push further out in front. And his kick is right through.
Makes the score Ravens 41, Bengals.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards.
I don't know how well our microphones are picking it up for those of you at home, but Charles, you and I can hear it. A lot of groans right now coming from this crowd.
I don't know if we're picking up what's happening in the stadium or from the people who are supporting this team at home, because it's coming through loud and clear to you and me. This offense, they've been stuck in neutral much of the game, and on that last play, they actually went in reverse. I think this crowd would have liked neutral, don't you?
Yeah, neutral would have strongly been preferred. They'll take anything positive at this point.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now it's Burrow. Throwing left side, it's complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. Airing one out for Boyd. And that going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him.
Burrow's sack.
So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
Intercepted.
Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup. As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the
rush coming, and he's taken down. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens.
On the play. And it's 3rd down. 3rd and long.
Throwing is Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And the Bengals will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory.
At their own 14-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
26 Mike, 26 Mike.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Ryan Kerrigan picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Brings up 3rd down.
So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw.
Here's Burrow. And that is incomplete.
Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game. And that was a big talk, both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them, holding them under 200 today.
The 34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Bandit. 57's the mic. 57's the mic.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
No gain.
No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
And that play was the defensive front that won the battle. They out-leveraged the offensive line, got into the backfield, and held him to no gain.
They'll go again to Jones. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
Brought down by McKenzie.
So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
Baltimore. Today's final.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Ravens, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Cleveland to take on the Browns. Meanwhile, for the Bengals, they suffered defeat for the first time as they dropped to 2-1. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Heinz Field to take on the Steelers. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew.